Well, good morning. It's been a long night. In particular, from this flight heading from Miami to Atlanta. Welcome to part 2. In this particular scenario, we have the CaptainSim L-1011F Foxtrot. I figured I would use this opportunity to practice instrument approaches as well as make a flight in the aircraft in which I've actually recorded it and had opportunity to evaluate my performance. I was slightly disappointed with my performance on the instrument approaches, and I follow it up with a comparative automation approach using the autopilot. Needless to say, I was a little disappointed, but quite thankful that we do have automation available when we need it. So, what more can I really say? Two things about this bird, which maybe one that annoys me somewhat, and that relates to maneuverability. If you'll notice all the yoke throws and swings and stuff like that, this aircraft really performs like a large, heavy transport category aircraft. I like that. I think the flight model is actually quite well done, and this is definitely a high fidelity aircraft. For those of you that might think CaptainSim is all about the control and go approach to aviation within flight simulator, you would be highly mistaken. And I would encourage you to rethink the errors of your ways, in particular for the Nostalgia series of aircraft, which would be the 707, 727, 737, L-1011. These aircraft are primo, in my opinion. Yeah, admittedly, CaptainSim tends to struggle on the more complex, higher end category Boeing aircraft like the 75, 76, and 777. Granted. And there have been a number of fixes and a number of things done, but I urge you to reconsider CaptainSim. Anyway, that's not the topic of this discussion. The topic of this discussion is how poorly can I fly an approach in an L-1011. I think my performance was less than stellar. But with time, of course, I am improving, and hope to show you, of course, in this particular video, part 2, my flight from Miami to Atlanta, that I think I still have what it takes. While I'm on the subject of flying these aircraft and automation in particular, I would urge you to reconsider. I'll do it again as well in the same video, but I will upfront urge you to reconsider the traditional, what seems like the traditional, by way of YouTube viewing, the traditional flight simulation approach of many users, especially with regard to large transport category aircraft, essentially to take those aircraft, employ the automation from point A to point B, and then we'll do it somewhere else. I know when I've flown within the VATSIM community, one of the senior members of that community, I think he was one of the administrators, had recommended go out and turn the automation off and fly the aircraft. So I'm trying to do that in these particular videos that in which I'm demonstrating instrument approaches on different aircraft. I don't mind employing automation for the tedium. So point A to point B is tedium. I mean, the most exciting part of the flight is what, takeoff and landing. So in this particular instance, I was considering where is the value earned or the value gathered. And at some point I felt like, well, automation has a lot of value if I can't actually bring the aircraft down due to the weather or some incapacitation or something like that. So I like it. I hope you like the videos. As well, at some point, I go ahead and show you sort of an underbody approach to one of the runways while the automation is running. And I'm looking forward to flying more aircraft, doing things more manually, possibly doing an end-to-end manually if I don't fall out of the airplane and die because of the sheer amount of boredom, I think, that would happen. But here we are, approaching runway 27 left into Atlanta Hartsfield. I was struggling on this approach, flying the aircraft manually, and I think, as you might be able to see, there's probably a whole lot of stop-to-stop movement of the control yoke. And, you know, it's easy to get frustrated. I think it's easy to get worn out. It's easy to get beaten down when you're trying to do this. Impatience goes far. Stabilizing your speed helps you to stabilize your descent. Helps you to keep your localizer stabilized. And the localizer should be stabilized first, then the glide slope, and the speed should be stabilized in the descent with the gear coming down at glide slope. Descent. So, then there's the transition, of course. Now your head's up. You're looking out at the runway, and you need to maintain your descent. You need to maintain your alignment with the runway. You want to shoot for the center line always. Have good center line discipline. I don't think I managed to do that here. I started tending up. I started tending down. I went a little low, then I came back up again. I ended up landing on the right side of the runway. Looks like I'm about to make a taxiway landing here. That's pretty bad. Fortunately, I didn't hit the ground. My mains didn't touch the ground, and eventually I convinced myself, move over to the left. That set of lights in the middle of the runway are a lot more friendlier. There we go. So, you know, I love challenge. Challenge is so much fun. So I, of course, encourage you to challenge yourself. Challenge yourself in whatever you do. For flight simulation, it is in and of itself a challenge. So, hope you enjoy this video as much as I enjoyed making it. And, well, I know you'll enjoy the video as much as I've enjoyed making it. So, keep on going. A lot of simming is sort of an emulation of the real world in terms of routes and stuff. But I can bet you if you took some time out away from those normal world routes to just hop aboard this aircraft or any aircraft. Do some practice. Do some hand flying practice approaches. Should pay off. Brick set. We're on the runway. Should be communicating, but I'm lazy. Let's fuel. I see. That's how fuel is. Okay. Very good engines. Outline area traffic. Big A L-1011. Heavy. Departing runway 27 right. Practice ILS 27 left.
80 knots.
80 knots.
V1, rotate.
Rotate 10 degrees.
Positive plus 15.
Positive rig, gear up. Let's rocket. I wish you had the responsiveness of a fighter instead of a 325,000 pound aircraft. Alright, there it goes. It's kicking in. Limit roll to like 5 degrees. 5 or 10 degrees. Limit roll it. We got wind pushing us from the right, so we're going to have to be right. But I don't think this much right is necessary. I think more so. Looks like maybe 10 degrees to the right might be what we need. I don't think 20 degrees, maybe 10 degrees. 10 to 15 degrees. We'll see what happens. Here comes the glide slope. Yeah, we need to be a little less than that though. Alright, so I guess we can start descending. Oh, that much so.
Gear down. Flaps 22.
Bad localizer intercepts in this wind. Just bad. Shut up, GPWS. I don't even want to hear it right now. Punk. Gee whiz. This is horrible. Yeah, whatever, dude. Shut up. I'm not pulling up. No. 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 Shut up. Glide slope your face. Itch.
Spoilers deployed.
Damn.
Reverse thrust available.
That was terrible. That was terrible. That was terrible.
80 knots.
Right. Winds. Man, that was terrible. That was just terrible.
60 knots.
Terrible. Bricks. Let's get off on this one. Make the immediate right. Go back. I'm handling that tiller. This is a high speed, and we will use the high speed. Let's go, let's go. Are you ready to go? Let's go, let's go. Not area traffic, big A. 1011 heavy, departing 27 left. Turning for a practice approach. I should not hear that APU so loudly. Oh well, I suppose. It is life. Stutter, stutter. Stutter, nutter, butter. Armed on the left, check.
Eighty knots.
Raj.
V1 rotate. Positive rate. V2 plus 15.
You're up.
Gear is up.
Heading on your side, Cap. for that Cat 2 approach. There's the airfield. Atlanta. I want to confirm it can do a Cat 2 auto land. No intervention. I hope you did your homework, Cap. I think I'm going to sit here. Let the automation do its thing. It might not. It might not be a good idea, but we'll see. I should be able to control stuff from this direction. Oh, boy. Well, I'm just a passenger. It's up to the automation now. What's the distance? Nine miles. 10 miles. It is cold out there. Reduce speed to 200 knots. Oh.
Slats extended.
Oh, sorry.
Flaps 10.
Turn right to a heading 18.
Flaps 18.
Let's go ahead and set the, I'm going to have to do it from here. I'll set the range for this guy here. That should be the exact range. Back that up. Yeah, that's it. That's the DLC range. Did we just blow through? I think we just blew through. Alright, I'm not being fair to the automation, that's for sure. I'm not being fair to the automation. Alright, come on, come on, come on. I'm not being fair. We've already blown through on the heading. Go to 300, intercept the localizer. I also didn't activate localizer. Come on, guy, get over there and activate localizer. Localizer active. Localizer active. Very good. I'll show you. 300 localizer active and speed on. Maintain that speed until we're ready to commence a descent. There goes the glide slope. Here, is she going to start descending? Because there's the localizer. Alright. Just get over there and do it. Alright, I'll reduce the speed now. .190 coming down. Gear down, by the way. Following the glide slope. Gear down.
Gear down.
Ooh. Impressive. Notch your flaps.
Flaps 22.
Notch your flaps. Looks like it's doing a very good job. Everything is captured. Let's go auto land now. Alright, AFCS. Localizer glide slope, auto land. We have armed. And we are dual. We're dual now. Dual. Dual. We're dual. We're dual. We're dual. Oh no! Oh no! I'm just a passenger. Bumming a ride. you serious? Maneuvering speed is 159. So it looks like 160. I might just have 170. Maybe 160 for the approach. Automation. Automation. Looks like it's on, man. Balls on. Balls deep in the ILS. Doing a hell of a lot better job than I did. It's not fair. It's in like almost 1,000, somewhere around there. Well, 750 average, I would say. Rate of descent. Slow it to 160. Slow it to 165. If you're in a pickle, and you're having trouble getting it down, well, there's always this. I feel like I'm all back at the bus now. I'm not needed anymore. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright. Alright. Meyercraft. Meyercraft. Hold speed, hold speed. Meyercraft.
Glide slope.
Auto throttle off. Power off.
Spoilers deployed.
Reversers
Thrust available.
in.
Spoilers
Reversers
deployed.
in. Reverse thrust.
$80 knots.
80 knots.
60 knots.
Reversers out. Unlocked.
Spoilers deployed.
High speed taxiway. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. We did say auto land, but she started to go a little low and then a little high. I had to take it from her. I guess I'm still needed after all. This shall conclude flying this aircraft for a bit. I needed to get back in the saddle, get on the steers, and get her done. are cleared. Finally, let's clean it up. Holy moly. Damn. Yeah, we're done. There's no way we're flying another one, that's for sure. We just gobbled up way too much power. Way too much fuel. I would like to disconnect from VATSIM and do a... Oh, I'm actually disconnected. There goes the landing gear. Nose wheels should be up there somewhere. Coming in for a landing. ILS is being choked on by the autopilot. It's set. I want to see what a underwing at night looks like. I think this is where I needed to take it. Get it back on. Oh, almost on the 500 foot.
Spoilers deployed. Spoilers deployed.
Here comes the nose wheel coming down.
Spoilers deployed. Spoilers deployed. Spoilers deployed.
This is it. The aircraft that is giving me so much trouble, but it's also been a joy to operate. I hope you enjoyed the flight and the time as much as I have. And I hope you enjoy challenging your own self. See what you can do. Have fun. Keep the blue side up and enjoy. Enjoy.